What up, what up, what up? This is your boy Bobby with PlayingWithPizza.com. We're making my New York dough 2.0. We're starting with 10.5 ounces of water, 1.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, a tablespoon of malted barley syrup. Or you could substitute 1 tablespoon of sugar. And here you're going to mix it thoroughly. Yeah, I should have used a whisk. I don't know why I sat there and used that tablespoon. Oh well, malted barley syrup is very sticky, by the way. Okay, now we're going to add in 16 ounces of bread flour. As my man John Kirkwood would say, strong bread flour. Mix it with a wooden spoon until the dough comes together. This is something I picked up from Adam Ragusa. It's pretty easy. Now you're going to just flip it out on the counter. Your dough is going to be kind of shaggy. There's going to be dry bits of flour. And that's all right. You're going to just start working all that together. And you'll notice that right now I have not used any salt or any oil. Those are going to come later. When you don't add the salt to your dough and you let it rise for about 20 to 30 minutes, that's called an Autolyse. So right now we're just going to knead the dough, get it into kind of a rough shape. You know, if you need to add some flour because it's a little moist, go ahead and add a little flour. That's not going to hurt anything. We're going to do an Autolyse. It's going to help with gluten formation, just make them strands stronger. So cover it up for about 30 minutes. And now, you know, I'm not using a stand mixer here, as you can see. We're going to add a tablespoon and a half of salt. And all the metric conversions are on the screen. Now we got to work that salt all through the dough. Just take your time with it, and like I said, if it's a little wet, just add a pinch of dough, keep working it. And now the fun part. Get that oil. So create a little well in your dough. Put about a tablespoon of oil. I'm out of extra virgin olive oil, so I've just been using vegetable oil lately. And just slowly, methodically, work that oil in. Look, it's going to get the counter all oily. Just keep sopping it up. Be patient. It's going to come together. And remember, add flour if you need to. Once it starts coming together, you're going to form it into just a ball. And remember, you always want to get that tight skin on the ball. Makes for a stronger dough. Put it in a lightly oiled bowl. And I think I put a little too much oil in there. As you're going to see a little bit later, it's going to get more oil on the counter. Cover that up and let it rise for about 4 hours. And then take it out. You're going to portion this into 2. I did not do this in half intentionally. I wanted one of the dough balls to be around 16 ounces so I could make a 16-inch pizza. The rule of thumb is 1 ounce for 1 inch of dough. And so here I got about a 16 ounce and a 12 ounce. So I'm going to use the 16 ounce later. So we're going to cover that up and let it rise for another 45 to 60 minutes. So this is the 16 ounce dough ball. We're going to shape it into a circle, dust it with some flour to make it easy to work with, absorb some of that moisture, and just stretch it out. I don't really toss the dough. I just do a gravity stretch and stretch between my knuckles. Try to stay away from the middle. Here I'm going to put it on a pizza screen because it's larger and I don't have 16-inch pizza peel. I think I got a 14-inch. And I'm using Stanislaus Pizziola Autentico sauce. It's a little bit of chunky sauce. It doesn't spread as easily as a smoother or other prepared pasta sauce. Add a little oregano, and I always use my deli slices of cheese. Bake it in a preheated oven at 550 degrees for 5 to 6 minutes. And there is that bad boy. It's looking pretty good. Now this was a direct dough, so you can see there's a little bit more rise in the crust. And as my great-grandma Bondandola used to say, manja, Bobby, manja. So enjoy this. Thank you for watching Playing with Pizza.